Okay, we're back. I'm so sorry about that. It told me the stream had paused, and then I thought it said it had resumed. Maybe it meant the autosave feature on PS4 had resumed instead. That's a shame. Wow, that was some great commentating you missed out on. I'm so sorry. Just to reiterate, since this is the only stream that actually is on the YouTube channel, as Wreck Diver gets the fastest lap in by 2/10, ahead of Sam's time. It's a low 32.2. Much closer to those tier 1 times that we were talking about. Ah, shoot, we just didn't see. But yeah, just another introduction. This is tier 2, round 15. We're in America now. Most of our homeland here at 0R. Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Right now, a bit cloudy. Temperatures are cool, but that can help with the grip, especially on the soft tire. A lot of people have abandoned the mediums that we saw earlier. Just about all going for the soft tire now. And sorry, I was busy talking. Wreck Diver is not on a lap. Let's find someone who is. Man, not a lot of people out right now. Most in the pits. Let's see, are on the Ferraris or Alpha's on one? Jamer Mario, he's only got 5% battery and he's almost in the wall. Wow, it's tough. He has invalidated, unfortunately. It's a really easy mistake to make, especially at COTA. It's got so many corners. It's such a long lap. It can really hurt you. Let's see. Is anyone else on a lap on the Alpines? That could be an outlap or an in-lap. Is Wreck Diver maybe on an outlap? Or is he going to bring it into the pits? He does pit. Let's check with Bobby. Bobby. All right, this was his outlap then. So Bobby's about to start a lap. We'll go on board with Bobby as he crosses the line to start the lap. A lot of guys still in the pits. Bobby's our main guy. I think we have a Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull about to start his lap as well. Really twisty section here in Sector 1. Can be really tricky. You can really make up or lose a lot of time just by committing to these corners, as Bobby's doing excellently. Did he invalidate there? I hope not. That was brave. It was brilliant. This exit can also be really tricky to invalidate as well. Quite easy to do. Bobby still seems to be good though. No invalidations yet. Slow corner here. The exit is critical to get the traction out of. Let's jump back to the Red Bull, see how he's doing. Ooh, 500s faster than Wreck Diver's time, I believe, so far. So Asylum is on a good lap. Bobby, 600s faster in Sector 2. I'm not sure if that's actually by best or purple. I don't know. I didn't see a purple, so maybe just by their best. I'm sorry, I'm still figuring this out. Is Denmark about to cross the line? No, he's starting his lap. Let's jump back to Bobby. He is in the final sector. A lot of sweeping corners here. But after this corner, it's a straight and short shot to the line. We'll see what Bobby can put in. Jumps up to P3. 4/10 behind pole. Asylum as well. He was on a lap. Let's see what he can do. Hits the DRS zone. He goes P3 now. Just ahead of Bobby. 2/10 ahead of Bobby and 2/10 behind pole. As one of the McLarens maybe crosses. No, he might be starting. Sam is on an outlap, just about to start his lap. There's a yellow sector in Sector 1. Maybe just someone getting out of the way then. That's what it looks like. Guess I have to re-say this, unfortunately, because of my mistake. If anything seems to be wrong with audio or video, please do tell me in the chat. It's my first time, as I said, doing a live stream on my own, so mistakes might happen, but it's okay. You can just help me out here. Let's see, is Jack the Gritty? He's starting a lap. I'm sorry, Jack, I'm just going to call you Gritty, dude. I have to do it. And hey, I'm on my own. I can, within the legal limits, do what I want, right? go back to Sam, I believe it was, on a lap. He's definitely within shot for pole. We'll get back to you, Jack Gritty. Oh, as he loses it. Starting Sector 3. He's into the grass. That's tough. We can go back to Jack now. It's a long straight here. I don't know if it's one of the longest, but it certainly feels very long in the game. I believe Azerbaijan Baku is the longest. Jack Gritty proved himself the better driver here than Sam. I'm sorry, Sam. But you lost and he didn't. Qualifying's ended. So a couple people already finished with their laps. We still got a lot out here, though. Including Jack. Oh, close in that exit. Really fighting the car. Well done by Jack. It's a long, sweeping, turkey-esque corner here. He keeps it on the track. He's got one more corner to go. Deploy is used. Hits the DRS zone across the line. Shoots it up to P7 with a 32.9. Well done, Jack Gritty. Is Wreck Diver on another lap? Yes, he is. And he's currently on pole. We'll see if he can improve his lead. But I don't know if anyone else is within striking distance, are they? He goes across the line. He beats his time. Goes a high 31, a 31.9. Wow. Is Denmark out on lap? No, he's out lap. Or sorry, cooldown lap. Jack's done. Hightower. Hightower does seem to be on a lap. We're going to watch him. See what he can do. He has put in some great times before. He's pretty far off now at the moment. But you know, anything's possible. See what he can jump up to at least. Never mind. He seems to be done. My bad. I believe that concludes qualifying. I think everyone... Yeah, everyone's finished their laps. So this will be your man then. Wreck Diver on pole. On pole by, wow, 5/10. That is quite a gap. Good lap by Wreck Diver there for sure. Well done. A lot of pace. The Rebels, though, right behind him today. Both the Rebels. Sam and Asylum. We're just going to get the order here again. So yeah, Wreck Diver on pole with that 31.9. Am I speaking to the lobby as well? I don't want to do that. No, whatever. They can mute me. Hey, another viewer. Sam and Asylum, P2 and P3. Very similar times, 32.4. Denmark in P4 with the 32.4 as well. Brian Scott, 32.6, just 2/10 behind those boys. Bobby in P6, Soy Loco in P7. Jack the Gritty in P8. Splitting the two McLarens with Soy Loco's teammate Hightower in P9. At this point, it's a massive jump, 1.5 second jump actually to the 33s. It's a long lap, a lot of things can happen there. Coxie P10, Grim Reaper P11 on the mediums. Jamer Mario, Cashings, TTV Slasher, and I might have missed someone, but that happens. That is our grid though. And I will be back in 30 seconds. Testing, testing. 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 Excellent. Alright, my bad. I did not realize I was in game. I should have known better. But we're back with the race about to begin. Everyone just getting their setups tweaked. Let's go ahead and get our own setups tweaked. Let's see, get up to leader. Tire. Everyone on the softs except for P11 to P13. Grim Reaper, Jammer Mario, and Caching. They're all on the medium tire, trying to make it work today. We'll see how that goes. It is a long lap with a lot of corners. Can definitely take a lot out of those tires. Medium tire could work. We know Grim especially has been able to pull it off before. Maybe he can do it again. Disqualified. I hope that means on the grid and not actually disqualified. That would not be good. Kept leader. Okay. I think that's all good. I do apologize to the Tier 2 boys that I was in your ear for all of qualifying. Did not mean to do that, my bad. It's funny, I recognize that I was in the lobby, but I didn't make the very simple connection that all you have to do is start a party. And for interviews anyway, you have to, so. Probably should have muted for that, but you know what, ASMR never hurt anyone. So, the weather, sunny, it's bright. I have not seen any weather remarks about what could happen from anyone in Tier 2. Rain is always a possibility. I haven't seen a COTA race with rain before, but things don't have to be totally real to life here in F1 2021. We know that for sure. Especially with damage and penalties and everything. I can check the chat again, see if anyone's mentioned anything, but I don't think... No, no one said anything. Let me ask whether... But now we're forming our grid here. All the boys just getting set. Cool thing about F1 2022, I believe, is manual grid sets, where you form the grid yourself. Which is really awesome, really cool, I think. Oh, please, don't start on the wing angle. Don't do that. Just getting the final boys locked in. Slasher says dry. It's going to be a dry race, it looks like, the whole way. Alright, time to put the accents. 5 lights. No, no bloody wing angle. It's lights out and away we go. Oh no, Asylum's got a drive through already. He pulls off to the side. Good sports there. Wreckdiver does get a pretty good start, but so does Denmark. Denmark on the outside of Sam into turn 1. Wreckdiver with the leads. Denmark pushing though. Denmark might be on the inside of Wreckdiver here, and he's definitely got past Sam now. Soy Loca in P4 with Brian Scott in P5. Just go on board here with Sam. Sam just lost position to Denmark. That is a shame. Denmark had an excellent start there. Wreckdiver to get away well as well. He's 7/10 already ahead of the lead. Just finishing sector 1. Position changes. Yeah, Sam lost 1. Soy Loco up 3 places. Bloody good job there. As Jack Riddy on the outside of the Haas. They're going to be fighting wheel to wheel down this straight. Coxey, could he be looking for a move here? He might be going for the inside here. He's just a little bit behind. Is he going to send it? No, not quite. Just ahead of him though. Bobby and Brian fighting, that's for sure. Let me change my gap to interval. That helps more. Actually, our closest contestants now is Grim. In the back, seems to have made a move. Yeah, Asylum. Yeah, he lost out. He's got a drive-through too. That does not help at all. Jack Britty going very wide. Does seem very dusty on the track. A lot of people going wide in the final section. Now in the final corner, Wreck Diver sets the fastest lap, of course. A 37.1. That's going to drop by many seconds for sure. The gaps all under a second here in the top 10 between each other. A lot of changes at the back though, going into turn 1. Unfortunately, I did miss some of it. Three people already pitting for damage. Oh, as Jack Gritty's gone wide again, Coxie gets by him. I'm going to drop the exit at this point. Jack Gritty just not getting his tires able to work, maybe. He's really struggling on this opening lap. Brian Scott chasing after Soy. Looking at the inside, not yet. Oh, Soy misses the apex, goes a bit wide. That might have hurt Brian exit a little bit, though. Sorry, Brian Scott's exit a little bit. Let's go back and look at our lead. Denmark, 3.5 tenths behind Wreck Diver. Not close enough yet to make a move. But he's not going to let Wreck Diver get away with this lead. Both of them very strong drivers. We've seen them in P1 before. We know that they can hold their own. I expect an excellent fight from the two of them. But Wreck Diver just showed some immense pace during qualifying. We'll see what Denmark can do. Sam also keeping close to the bunch. That's good. Considering he lost one, his teammate has lost many. He with that drive-through, that's what he had. Soy Loco's struggling a little bit. No, and he's lost it. With 2 corners to go. Ah, frick, wrong button. Soy. That is a shame. That's so awful. It's Jack Gritty's DNF'd. Or retired or something. Oh, it's a VSC. He has DNF'd. Wow. I sound like a sportscaster. Well, this is exactly what it is, Cora. It's called commentating for a reason. Why am I talking so much? That's how it works. I'm actually talking half as much as normal, considering there's only one of me. And this is about the amount I talk anyway. So Wreck Diver, he's held his lead in the first 3 laps now. With Denmark obviously making that pass past Sam in the first part of the very first lap into P2. It's a shame for Soy. He had made up so many spots. Let's see, what tire is he on? He's on the soft. Caching is the only one on the medium right now. Everyone switched off that had damage, apparently. And he also has a penalty. Cash on this 3-second penalty. That's a shame. Right now, looks like Slasher's made up the most places of all. He made up 6 spots in the first 3 laps. Impressive by him, and I think we are racing again. Denmark is all over the back of Wreck Diver right now. No DRS yet, I believe. But he's got overtake. He's going on the outside of this. Into turn 1. He's ahead in the braking zone. Wreck Diver slips back ahead. Denmark holding his own in the brake out of the turn 1. Takes the inside to turn 2. Ah, wrong person. Wreck Diver's still fighting it though. They're going wheel to wheel through sector 1. But Denmark slips ahead. Does Wreck Diver still have momentum to fight? Nah, he seems solidly behind at this point. It's just following corners through here. No, that'll be a dive bomb into that corner. So Sam and Brian watching this fight closely as they're still going at it down this main straight. That was very brave by Denmark to go on the inside and outside of those corners through sector 1. Wreck Diver looking for a move. He's going to take the inside of Denmark. Sorry, wrong person. Denmark bumping his rear a little bit. Just getting very close there, but Wreck Diver is back ahead, taking the inside into the braking there. See, Coxie is really close to his rival. He's really close in the back of Slasher. These long sweeping corners, though, don't really expect to pass here. You can look at the times. Denmark's already lost 6/10 just to these long corners. And honestly, it evens it out a little bit for the straight that comes ahead. You might like it, you might not like it, but it's the way it is at COTA. Slasher actually set the fastest lap. A mid-36 at this point. Hightower is really close to Bobby. Denmark using a lot of his energy just to try and stay close to Wreck Diver. He's got about half the energy Wreck Diver has. Sam using his energy to follow too, as well as Brian. Everyone having to use it on the straight to stay close and within DRS. Denmark might be looking for a move. He's going to take the inside on Wreck Diver. There's Denmark. Wreck Diver hangs on the outside though. He stays ahead for now. These twisty parts of the track, not a lot can happen, honestly, with racing. Just stay close, try to keep the gap as minimal, or as small as you can. You know who is close, though, is... Oh, I think Bobby just might have gotten overtaken by Hightower. I missed it. Soy fighting with Cashing as well. Cashin might have taken him on that long, sweeping right-hander as well. As Cashin gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That's a shame. Onto the main straight. Bobby close to Hightower, but not close enough. As someone that really does not love COTA's twistiness all that much, and struggles to follow and race through here, it does amaze me, whoa, what these tier 2 boys can do. A Slasher just slipped in there on Bobby's outside as no, Bobby pits him in the rear. And he's lost his front wing. Oh, that's a shame. Slasher came out of nowhere, and then Bobby on the exit, they were just a little bit too close together. People that aren't so close, though, Denmark and Wreck Diver. Wreck Diver has extended his lead to get close to a second here. And Sam now is pressuring Denmark. Oh, that's a shame for Bobby. He's having a decent race right there. But he's lost multiple positions now, unfortunately. Go ahead and check tires now. Let's see. Oh no, it's Coxie! Coxie's DNF'd out of that long right-hander that sweeps right. Bit like Turkey. Well, this is going to bring a bunch of people into the pits. Yeah, a lot of those guys in the softs and mediums, actually. Cashin, he might have damage as well, but he's pitting. A lot of boys bringing into the pits. So Coxie's DNF'd. Yeah, just about everyone that was behind the pits at the time of the incident is calling it in. See what they're switching to. Seems like the medium tire, that makes sense. I believe that would be COTA 2-stop. COTA's not my favorite track, so I don't know everything about it. Pretty sure COTA would almost always be a 2-stop though, anyway. Yeah, a lot of guys in the back going onto the mediums. It leaves the top 6 all out on 6-lap old tires. Soft tires, that is. I imagine just about all of them are going to call it in, though, at the end of this lap behind the safety car. Or not behind the safety car yet, actually. Sorry. This might put Denmark in potentially a really good spot. Yeah, Denmark might take the lead here from Wreckdiver. He's already on the mediums, and he's only about 15 seconds, a little bit more than that, behind Wreckdiver. The time lost in the pits can be around 20 seconds, if not more, at COTA spent here. So Wreckdiver obviously calling it in. Let's see. Yeah, all the top 6 calling it in. That makes sense. So Denmark is rounding the final corner, but he is at reduced speed under the safety car, I believe. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's catching up to the safety car. In that case, he does exit just ahead of Wreckdiver. Wreckdiver right behind him. Still very close together, though. Wreckdiver's going to come out P2. Sam P3. The order a little bit switched up here, but mostly kept. So every single man on the grid, and female, on fresh mediums. I don't know if we have any female drivers, do we? Maybe not in Tier 2. Obviously not constant conversation, but I would like to know that, what the ratio is. It's interesting. I know a lot of the age groups does seem to be high teens, low 20s, I believe. A fair amount of college kids, maybe. I don't totally remember. And then you got the oldies who still got it, such as GP. Fuzz, we can always just say Fuzz is old. If Jammer Mario can catch up on this lap, we could go racing again. I'm not sure that he is going to catch up, though. I hope he does. Would be nice to not have to spend another lap behind the safety car just for such a small gap like that. Jammer Mario is probably not going to catch up. He's got the whole straight to do now. What do I think about the comeback, Slasher? Oh, you're on the chat. Oh, well done. I mean, you just appeared out of Bobby's side. I had no idea you were there. Maybe Bobby did, but I certainly did not. And I am impressed. Yeah, you did start further back on the grid, that's right. So, well done to you, but also many of the other drivers. Especially Denmark, who was really aggressive the first few laps, and now is in the lead. Unfortunately, we will have another lap behind the safety car. Jammer Mario was just put out just too far behind. Wasn't able to catch up. Slasher, you start at 14th. Wow. We don't even have 14 drivers anymore. 14th to 6th? Okay. Alright, I respect it. 8 places. The captain's also made up 8 places, though. Oh, the captain. You're subbing for Tier 2. Nice. That's pretty good. P7. And with no strategy disadvantage. Tier 3 driver. The captain representing Tier 3. Great guy. Race is really fair. Got a long lap to go. I still don't know what Cora meant by "you sound like a sportscaster." Because, I mean, either that's a great compliment, because that's professional, and they do a good job, or... I don't know. Because they were complaining earlier about how much I was talking. Sorry for that, can't please everyone, but this is just the way Ram Full Throttle does it. He likes to talk and commentate. He likes his job. If only Zero R thought about some pay. No, we are not rich enough to do that. So, of course, the safety car will be in this lap. Denmark already backing out the pack now from the safety car. Something I forgot to do in Monza when I was leading the pack away. I thought I had an issue and I pulled over to retire. Man, I regret that. But Denmark, a smarter man than me, a much faster man than me. He's in P1. He's going to lead the pack away today. He's been very aggressive, but Wreckdiver is a great racer too. So we'll see if Wreckdiver or Sam. Sam has made amazing comebacks before, and he's already in P3. We'll see what they can do to each other. Brian also has had some great performances. As a matter of fact, is he... Shoot, are you past Lunar Jedi yet? I haven't seen Lunar race in a while. I'll have to check the standings mid-race just to see where we're at. Denmark, I think he's sending it now. Yes, he is. Darn wing angles, man. Denmark seems to get away pretty well, especially for compared to Sam. Sam's a long way back. But Slasher and Hightower going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Slasher on the inside. Hightower on the outside. I always get the wrong camera angle. The captain just witnessing that there. Slasher's gotten ahead. That's 9 places made by Slasher. Sorry, maybe people don't like the details up hiding the live stream. So Denmark still holding position, half a second ahead of Wreckdiver. Wreckdiver might be able to make a move on this straight. We'll see. No DRS yet, of course, for 3 laps, I believe. A lot of people pretty close together throughout the pack. Let's check back in on Wreckdiver. 3 tenths behind, halfway down the straight. He's looking, but he's a long way back. He's going to take the racing line. Smart move there. Lots of dust being kicked up into the face of the drivers following. Is anyone fighting down this corner? Doesn't seem like it, although the Alpine's very close indeed. Cashin, he's got a better exit than Bobby, maybe? No, not really. Let's see what Wreckdiver can do now along the main straight. He's only 4 tenths behind. As Sam sets the fastest lap. Here's Wreckdiver into turn 1. Is he going to look at it? He's a little bit too far back, maybe. He's going to go for the outside. Oh, almost loses it in the braking. Oh, he didn't take that corner very well, and Sam almost got by him. Maybe he let him by, actually. I'm not sure. I thought Sam was pretty close. I keep on confusing the buttons, which way is which. So I apologize for that. But yeah, Wreckdiver just miscalculated turn 1 just a little bit too much. And Sam almost got that position, but if anything, he is closer than he was before. Let's see, I'm not seeing any too close gaps. A lot of 4 tenths, actually, gaps. Asylum gets another 3-second penalty after his drive-through and other penalties earlier. That's a shame. Wreckdiver is very close to Denmark, but still just not close enough. Sam lost a lot of time, actually, on that straight. He might be running more downforce. Soy, whoa, pushing the captain to the outside. I don't know if that was a car's width, but no one was hurt there, or was someone hurt there? The captain could have damage to his wing, maybe. Soy in his rear. You know, I don't actually think that's so unfair from the captain, considering he was pushed just a little bit too far wide by Soy. But seems like a racing incident. No real harm seems to have been done, which is good. I know these guys are great, and fair drivers as well. No harm meant. Again, Wreckdiver not able to catch up to Denmark. Darn wing angles. Why are they showing us wing angles? The worst is when you're right on the side pod. And it just makes no sense. A lot of close to 1 second gaps for Asylum. Sorry I'm flipping around so much. Asylum is pretty close to the captain. We know Asylum can race very well in that Red Bull. He does have a better exit than the captain. Can he do the same onto the main straight? Oh, that switchback hurt him a little bit when he moved back over in the racing line. Hurt his turn in a little bit. They all got DRS. That was an accurate statement. They do not all have DRS. I'm sorry. And oh my, I missed it. Slasher must have gotten ahead of Brian. Not sure if that was team orders or if Slasher is just the racing Jesus right now. But he has made up, I believe, 10 places. Actually, yeah, 10 places. He started 14th. Well done, Slasher, so far. You're having a great race. We know that both those AlphaTauri boys can put in some great performances as well. Once again, Wreck Diver, this time a little bit, actually, over half a second back. Denmark just seems to be flying away on these straights. Slasher sets the fastest lap on the medium tire, just like everyone else. Gap to the leader, only 15 seconds back, is 13th place. So still some very close racing here. As Hightower, he gets a 3-second penalty. That's really unfortunate. Oh, Cashin and Grimm. I think they were fighting there. As Jay and Mario gets a... That was a terrible try, a Scottish accent. Jay Mario gets a 3-second penalty. Unfortunate for him. Oh, Wreck Diver. He's on the inside in the braking zone. He cuts the corner a little bit too. Denmark's pushing him. Denmark fighting back. Denmark's now has the inside. That might have not worked out for Wreck Diver. He might have gotten a warning there as well and not completed the overtake. That might hurt him. But he is very close to Denmark at the moment. Just backing out of that dirty air. He's closer than the previous laps. Definitely closer. He's 2 tenths now behind Denmark. Could be looking for something into turn 1. Oh, loses it a little bit on the exit. He lost a little bit of time. Could still be close enough with DRS. Not using overtake though, so he doesn't plan to overtake here. I almost missed them at the end of that straight. Sam is still just chilling in P3, watching the fight go on. I mean, hey, if they take each other out, better for Sam, right? So Sam's taking his time, it seems. For all I know, though, he could be pushing to keep up with these guys. All three of them seem to have great pace today. Slasher, though, he has the fastest lap, I believe, and has easily made up the most positions. So Slasher might join this fight just in a moment here, as Asylum, under braking, might have dive-bombed to Captain, successfully gotten ahead there. Oh, it's Denmark, he's lost position. No, he's fighting back on the inside this time, Denmark. But now Wreck Diver has the inside for the next corner. Oh, Denmark sweeps past him a little bit. Wreck Diver seemed to have lost out there, as now Sam goes for the inside. Sam on the inside of Wreck Diver, as no Hightower's DNF'd. This might be a safety car. But Wreck Diver's just gotten back ahead of Sam. They're still racing at full speed. It's only a yellow flag in Sector 3. So maybe no safety car. Sam might be looking to fight Wreck Diver here. It is a safety car. That makes sense. Bobby's DNF'd as well. What has happened back here? No. Oh, maybe a contact with Grimm and Jamer Mario? Each of them? I don't know. But they're both pitting, presumably to fix their front wings. I don't see damage on Grimm. No, he's just pitting for tires. Just using the safety car. Sometimes I'm a bit stupid like that. Jamer Mario goes to hards. Grimm goes to... I believe it was also hards. So they're definitely making the 2-stop. No more stops for them. Presumably. Nice to see that Soy has fought back to P6 after his unfortunate spin out of that long right-hander, the third to last corner of Sector 3. Hey, still have a solid 5 viewers. Let's go. Good news is we may only have one lap behind safety car. I'm not sure. Oh, Slasher, you scared me there for a bit. I thought you were going wide a little bit. .40 and F so far, as no, Cashin has a drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. Oh, that's so tough. I've made that mistake a few times. Honestly, half the time it's not even your fault. The Delta is just so messed up in some of the slow corners. So I feel for you, Cashin, but you know, like everyone else, just gonna have to serve that drive-through, unfortunately. Soy Loco goes to the softs. He thinks he can make them the next 12 laps. So does Brian. It's interesting that Jamer Mario and Grim went for the hards then, in that case. Maybe because they're at the back of the pack. But if other people go for the softs or fresh mediums, as everyone else has except for Cashin. Oh, is Cashin almost outbreaks himself and goes into the back of Denmark. If everyone else is on fresh mediums and fresh softs, and there's only 12 laps left, even less of racing, maybe 10 laps, hopefully 11, that strategy may not work out for Grim and Jamer Mario. I mean, maybe they know something that we don't, but yeah, they're going to have a huge tire disadvantage to everyone else. Especially once we get racing underway. Everyone has caught up. Just in a moment here, everyone will have caught up. Jamer Mario, the last one to catch up. The last to exit the pits. We're now all behind the safety car, so we will get 11 laps of racing then, from lap 17 to 28. Maybe that's 12 actually, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. Let's check our viewership. 4 viewers, we lost one, no. We need to get these ratings up. So Denmark, he's now starting to back the pack up. Cashin decided to stay out on those 8-lap-old mediums. Let's see what penalty he has. He has a drive-through. So pitting, yeah, would not have been worth it anyway. Or can you even? Wait. You know, I'm confusing myself here. But regardless, he has a drive-through to serve a lap from now. So unfortunately, won't be able to fight for the lead anytime soon, if at all. Denmark, he does seem to be going for it now, though. Cashin gets a little bit wide. Wreckdiver's overtaken him maybe before the line, but that's a question I've actually wondered myself in ZOR. If someone's going really slow, per se, slower than Cashin was, or messes the start up, the restart up, can you overtake them? Or do you have to go 5 miles an hour behind them? I don't know. I'm sure the admins have a good old rule for that. Thankfully, Cashin did not lose too much time, though. He just went a little bit wide, and I think Wreckdiver might have gotten him past the line. Either way, it's really not that big of a deal in my book. Soy Loco going out a little bit. For a moment, I thought he was going to send it on Slasher. He is on those soft tires, which will be warming up before the others. Sam right on the rear of Cashin. No DRS yet, of course. Just using that overtake. He's going for the inside. Into turn, I don't know what corner. I was at the wrong button. Yeah, Cashin's struggling there. Slasher now on his inside. Whoa, close racing there. Soy Loco trying to get past Cashin too. They're all over the back of Cashin. It's not working well for him. And still, Denmark leading Wreckdiver away. 6/10 now is the gap. Cashin not going into the pits yet. Soy Loco right in the back of Wreck Diver. Trying to get him to turn 1. Cashin's only slowing Soy down on those fresh softs right there. Soy gets the job done. Nice and clean. Oh, as Asylum. And I believe it's Brian side by side through the S's. Asylum slips ahead. Brian's gonna... He kept fighting that for a little bit, but only so much you can do in those S's. It's very dangerous racing there, but well done by both of them. I wish we had some chopper views at COTA, but we haven't had any this race, unfortunately. Whoa, as Soy's gone very wide. Could have hurt his exit a little bit. Wreck Diver not gaining any time on Denmark on the straight, really. Hardly any. So Denmark might be running a lower downforce setup, because with the slipstream, Wreck Diver should be gaining a little bit, even without DRS, but maybe Denmark is just quicker on those straights, maybe got a better exit, I don't know. Both of them wonderful drivers, though. As Asylum and Cashin going side by side. It's another person overtaking Cashin. His tires are 10 laps older than everyone else's, and with that drive-through, I'm sure he's going to pit on this lap. Unless he doesn't realize the predicament that he is in. DRS is now enabled for this lap. Yep, Cashin pits. A lot of gaps, around half a second. Oh, 3 viewers now. We've lost a couple. That's a shame. Alright, back to the live stream. Wreck Diver does have DRS now. He's really speeding along behind Denmark. Going for the outside this time. Denmark on the inside. Wheel to wheel there. Denmark stays ahead under braking though. Wreck Diver really can't fight that back. Sam right in their back. So is Soy. It is really tight behind the leaders as Soy sets purple sector. Almost goes into the back of Sam. Under braking. Goes a little bit wide too. That's hurt his exit a little bit. But Slasher is not anywhere close yet. Just 2.5 seconds behind Soy. Soy's tires probably have the advantage the first 5 laps or so. Here at COTA. And Wreck Diver glued to the back of Denmark. And going into that final corner. He's a bit farther back now though on the straight. Nothing he can do into turn 1. He missed the apex a little bit. Might have hurt his exit. But maybe not, because he has closed the gap to Denmark by a 10th through turn 1. Into the S's. He's carrying a bit more speed than Denmark is, it seems. Except for that corner. Whenever I say something, it just does not happen. Common commentator struggle, I imagine. A lot of guys very close in this top 10 though. Matter of fact, only 11 drivers anyways. Cashin, he served his drive-through, now he goes to the softs. He might still be able to grab a point here. Soy's right on the back of Sam, but we have to look at the lead because Wreck Diver is going past Denmark on the inside. Maybe he's got it this time. Denmark, he is fighting back. Denmark will try and take that inside. Can he sneak ahead? No. Wreck Diver's got him on this lap. Soy now goes on Denmark. Wheel to wheel. Very close indeed. Denmark losing it, unfortunately, almost. Oh, and there's contact on Soy. Where does that put Sam? Sam does sneak past him on the inside. I'm sure that scene will be rewatched in the incident reports. Denmark might say that Soy tipped his rear a bit, and that caused all that sliding. I don't know. Or maybe the other way around. I can't even remember at this point. I'm sorry. I don't know what they're going to say. Seems more like a racing incident. You know, stuff happens, but good thing I got a good angle of that, I guess. Oh, Soy really hops those those curbs, and Sam has slid out. He might have done the same thing as Soy. Just came in a bit too hot, a bit too much on that inside or outside, depending on where he was in the track. He's down to 8th now. From P3, this puts Soy in P3, who had lost out to Sam, but not anymore. Wow. This does put Asylum right on Soy's rear. Asylum basically out of ERS. So are the leaders, in fact, as they're pushing each other to the limit. Asylum fighting with Soy. So is Slasher. Slasher actually right on Asylum. Going in the outside. He's going to have the inside for the next corner if he can keep it. No, he's a bit too far behind. He's not going to dive bomb that one. But he does have the better exit than Asylum, actually. He might be able to fight this. On the long, sweeping right-hander, they're wheel-to-wheel. Not anymore. Asylum pips it ahead. Let's see, Brian Scott is right on the rear of Slasher. Coming out of this corner. Let's see what Team Orders play here. Brian is going to go for the move. He's on the inside. Slash on the outside. Should be fairly clean racing here. Brian is on the faster tires for now. Oh, but no! Oh my. Slasher hit his rear. I imagine an accident. I mean, they are teammates, but wow. That is an interesting dilemma. Do you report that in the incident reports? Report your teammates? Try and get your teammate penalty points? I don't know. No idea what their relationship is like. But I've seen them race very well together. That does not commonly occur. A battle that turns ugly between two teammates. That's very unfortunate for Brian, who was on a great race today. But Asylum steaming past Soy Loco. He has the inside now at the end of the straight. It's a very common overtaking zone right now. They're still going side by side, though. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Soy, he is going to have the inside for the next corner. That's unusual. Not many people able to get that done, but he had enough of a run. He stays ahead of Asylum. Wow, so Brian, with that incident with Slasher, Sam making that mistake through the S's. So does Soy, and yet he's in P3, as Asylum's gone really far wide. Sorry, Brian Scott, I meant to say, was in the incident with his teammate. TTV Slasher, he's on the outside now of Asylum, looking for the switchback into the S's. Oh, he's done that beautifully. They're going to go side by side through these S's. Slasher not backing out. And Asylum's put him on the wall and ended his race. Oh my gosh. Can the Alphas get enough? The sister team, the older team, the Red Bull is just really not playing nice with the Alphas tonight. Wow. Well, we had so many brave side-by-side runs through the S's tonight. You know, at some point that is going to happen. Wow. Good thing again, I got a good angle of that. I imagine that scene will definitely be rewatched many, many times by the stewards and by the drivers themselves. Pull up into the Discord if you want to see a hot debate tonight. I don't know. Because, oh wow, Slasher was on a really great comeback. Very unfortunate for him what's happened there. I don't know if he sent it a bit too much, or if Asylum, or was it Sam? I think it was Asylum cut over onto him into that corner. We'll have to rewatch it and make up our minds, but stewards do have the last say, remember that. Wreck Diver is going to call into the pits, actually. Soda, Soy, and Asylum. So they think if they pit for softs now, it's better than staying out. You know, they're probably right. Denmark is staying out, but his tires will be 7 laps older than everyone behind him. The captain stays out as well. That puts him into P2. Wow. The captain. You know, 1 week you're fighting in Tier 3, the next you're winning Tier 2. You know, gotta be honest, just keep these results. That is great fighting and racing from the captain tonight. I do hope, for the sake of the captain especially, that those tires do not fail too much to the softs of those following. Wreck Diver, Soy, Asylum, Grim, Brian, he has not pitted. Interestingly enough. Maybe he was not able to, I don't know. But we have a new order. Denmark does stay the leader, but now the captain's P2. Sam is P3. Wreck Diver falls back to P4, but he's going for that tire advantage. He's only going to have... Oh, not even 3 laps. He's only going to have... Oh, sorry, 3 full laps. Lap 26, 27, 28. To use them. Oh, was that the right move? I'm not so sure anymore. With only 3 racing laps? We saw how the softs compared to the older mediums just recently. I don't know if that was... If it's going to pay off. It's definitely a risk. But, you know, a lot of action has happened in these last few laps. A lot of positions have been changed. Crashes have occurred. Anything can happen, even in just 3 laps. Be able to pay off. Maybe it won't. I'm sure Soy and Asylum especially would love to see it pay off as well. Grim with that Ferrari master plan. Trying to do what Fuzz could not. Maybe we'll see. Wow, we need... Okay, we did get 4 viewers now. Great, because this race has been crazy. Especially near at the end with all these incidents. We need more viewers. Wow, so we will have another lap of safety car. We're not going to be racing until lap 26, where Denmark and the captain will lead us away. This is tough. Wreck Diver and Soy and Asylum are all going to want to push as hard as they can. But when you push, mistakes can occur, and especially so late in a race, where you might be desperate for those points or desperate just to survive. A lot of things can happen, a lot of things can change. So we'll see what everyone does, how they handle this situation, how they react. Especially those boys on those 8-lap old mediums now, 8 laps older than their fellow racers on the softs. Yeah, Brian did not pit, interestingly enough. He stayed out. Maybe he just doesn't care with what he lost, unfortunately. Didn't lose quite so much as Slasher did. Thankfully, but it's hard to say that for an AlphaTauri fan right now. Don't really think we have those in ZOR, but you know. One thing is for sure, I don't know of any driver in Tier 2 that has not proved himself someone who is willing to push, fight, and fight fairly. I don't know anyone in Tier 2 that's just dirty just to be dirty. I don't think we have those kinds of racers, thankfully, at least in Tier 2. A lot of these guys are great guys on the Discord and on the racetracks. Mistakes happen, stuff happens, heat of the moment happens, and we work that out together. And we try to do it as righteously and fairly as we can. Mistakes happen there too, but, you know, we get through it, and we have. So, anything that happens on the Discord, don't take it too personally, but also be real with each other. Denmark's going to lead us away, though. He's backing the pack up now from that safety car. Again, the captain and Sam, the only other 2 men on those old mediums. We're going to see if Wreck Diver and Soy and the others are going to be right on their backs or not yet. Denmark, he's pulling the trigger now. Oh, the captain's gotten overtaken before the last corner by Sam. Sam might have to give that back. I mean, the captain was going slow, but you can't do that to the best of my knowledge. Wreck Diver is already pushing 2 of the 3 men, or sorry, drivers, on the mediums as Soy has snuck out of nowhere right through the 3 of them. Now they're going side by side. Wreck Diver shoots ahead of him into the S's. Wow, this is hard racing. Yes, Sam, I don't think that's legal, man. I'm sorry. The captain, please protest that, man. We love you, bro. As Asylum, he's right in the back of Soy. Which way is he going to go? He's going to look for the outside. Soy on the inside. This is just before the final straight, so remember, sometimes it's not best to be ahead. As Asylum, he knows that. He's fallen back a little bit. Maybe a bit too far back, though. He might have miscalculated that. Just a bit too much. But Wreck Diver right on the rear of Sam. Going for the inside is Wreck Diver. Sam on the outside. They're keeping it clean. They're not pushing each other quite too much. Sam now has the inside on those older tires. The ones that are going to take longer to turn in. Going to be heavier. A little bit of contact there. A little bit of pushing. But Wreck Diver seems solidly ahead. Sam now under pressure from Soy on this long sleeping right-hander. Good for Soy for backing out. It's tough, but he might get the switchback actually on Sam. Not quite, but into this final corner, he's right on Sam's rear. Denmark pulling away with the lead. He's got 2 laps to keep that 1 second, not even 1 second now, from Wreck Diver. This is going to be intense. Could Soy be looking at a move into turn 1? Darn wing angles again. What is Codemasters thinking? Soy got the inside. He goes a bit wide, though. Almost hits Sam. Sam's going to take the position back, and now here's Asylum. Asylum on the other side of Soy. Almost got that position, too. You can see Asylum just sending it through these S's on the back of Soy. And now Wreck Driver, he's only 2.5 tenths behind Denmark. On the fresher tires with still 2 laps to go. Unfortunately, the captain gets a 3-second time penalty. Wreck Diver's going to send it on the outside. Does he get the better exit? Debatably, yes. Right behind Denmark. No DRS, but he does have overtake. And no, Asylum's DNF'd. Is it going to be another safety car? I don't think so. I think we've had enough. Denmark and Wreck Diver racing side by side, but Wreck Diver, he's ahead under braking. Wow. A hard-fought battle between these two the entire race. But at this point, unfortunately, the win does seem to be gone from Denmark. He just can't fight with such a huge tire disadvantage to Wreck Diver. Denmark cannot. So, looks like if Wreck Diver can keep it on the track for 1 more lap, he's got this win in the bag. Again, anything can happen, and stuff has happened. Asylum's just DNF'd, as we saw. Sam still holding on to P3 from Soy. Grim now actually getting close to Soy. Maybe he can attack in this last lap. Soy, he's going to be on for a podium here. Or he's going to be trying to be, at least. Right behind Sam. He's going to have a lot of grip, especially through this first sector where grip is key through these high-speed corners. Can he make use of it? We saw him struggling earlier with Asylum. And Sam, we know, can do incredible things with tires, as we saw in Silverstone of this year. Alex Albon, he is. From Australia. They are our closest battle at the moment. Soy now half a second behind Sam. Only 3 tenths now behind Sam. This might put him excellently well. Might set him up well for this straight. No, but Soy! Oh, and he's lost it. Oh, he was too excited for that podium and he's lost it. No. Oh my, but Brian Scott on the back of the captain. He's captain on the older tire. Sorry, no, same age, different tire. Brian, he's gotten ahead under braking. He takes that position from the captain. The captain had a penalty anyway. Denmark and Sam still holding P2 and P3, but now Grim moves up to P4 after Soy just got a bit too hot on those tires. Going on to the straight, but Wreck Diver, he's going to come home. He's got 1 last corner to take this win, and it's his. He's got no penalties either. We'll see what that does to P2 and P3. Oh, I thought he lost it for a moment there, but he's got this win. Wreck Diver wins in America. Grim shoots up to P2, because of penalties. Denmark stays. He goes down to P3. Brian P4. Sam P5. Cashton comes back from the drive-through he had, P6. And I believe Soy and maybe Jamer Mario at the end. I don't know. P7, P8. Only 8 drivers finishing tonight. Grim, well deserved. You started at the very back. You had some interesting strategies, and you came back to P2. Gonna have to interview you well tonight. Wow. What a battle. Alright, I don't know the policy here. I know I stay within the F1 app, but let's just go through our order again. Wreck Diver P1. He also takes the fastest lap, so 26 points for Wreck Diver. Grim P2. He got the drive of the day. Denmark P3. He is the last finisher on the podium. Brian Scott P4. Sam P5. Cashin P6. DeCaptain P7. Falling from Grace. He was up in P2. It just didn't quite work out with him, and he got overtaken before the safety car line. 8th is Soy Loco after he almost came on for that podium. He was almost on that second step, I believe, pushing for that second step on those fresh softs, but he lost it, unfortunately. Before that main straight, in Asylum, he was the most recent of our DNFs. Everyone behind him is DNFs. No points for them. Actually, Asylum does get points because he was only 2 laps before. So that's our top 9 finishers, not on track, but official points finishers then from tonight. Wreck Diver with that win. A great battle between him and Denmark. So, I believe time for interviews. I have a lot of notifications from Discord. Oh, GP, I'm so sorry, man. I thought I was already talking about it way too much. I'm sorry. Shoot, who, Wreck Diver, then Grim, and then, let me invite these boys. Let's see, do I have all of them? I know Denmark. I do have Wreck Diver. I don't have Grim by the looks of it. One of them will. We can ask them. Let me get back in the game. Here we are. Let's see, is anyone in the party? Oh, hey, Wreck Diver. Do you have Grim at all, maybe, on your friends list?
I'll take a look.
I don't have him, so I can't invite him. Me at Denmark. I'm not sure he does interviews.
I don't know if I don't know his PSN. Grim. No, unfortunately, I don't think I do.
All right, I just added him in Discord for his PSN.
Oh no, I do. I got it. I got
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Sorry about that.
Never mind, Grim. We got you. Hey, Grim.
So
How are you? I
I
assume very well, actually.
am, yes, yep. I was happy with that one.
Yeah. Do we know if Denmark does interviews? I added him, but he has not responded.
He has in the past, but he's also skipped out of some. I'm not sure if he will.
All right. Well, he's not even online Discord, unfortunately. So I guess we'll start. Gee, I've never done this by myself, so this might be more of a conversation than actual questions. Obviously, we'll
Yeah,
start with well, actually, we'll start with Grim. Grim, most of that race, you seem to be in the back, and on some strategies I was actually questioning with the hard tire and all, but you came back from the back of the pack. That's got to feel good.
yeah. Started P11 and then into turn one. I think someone got bumped and they went right into my front wing, so I had to pit.
Oh, that's why.
Um, yeah, ended up being like a four-stop strategy.
Wow.
Um, with the hards there at the end, I just got lucky and said, you know what, might as well, jump on some fresh softs and see what I can do. I know a lot of the guys have penalties, and I only had one warning at that point, so figured if I get close enough, I can make up some positions.
Awesome. Well, I was very impressed with your comeback. The game was very impressed. You got driver of the day. So great job from you, Grim.
Yes, thank you.
Wreck Diver, you had a constant battle the entire race with Denmark. Unfortunately, not here in the interviews tonight. How do you feel after that?
It was really fun actually. Battling a whole race like that is a bit exhausting. I know it's a video game, but like constantly fighting the entire race, you know, you get into it, it gets tiring. It was really fun though, and we have a lot of clean drivers here in this league, and it's fun to race wheel to wheel with them. Strategy calls were interesting too with the safety cars.
Yeah.
So at the end, I made the call to go to the softs, and thankfully it ended up working out. But yeah, it was really fun. And
Yeah, it was.
kudos to Denmark there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great
you
to
guys are
see.
flying up there.
It was great to see lap after lap. You guys, one lap at the end straight, you would take the inside. The next Denmark would take it, constantly switching back and forth the whole entire race. And then at the end, at first I thought Denmark was onto something, but 3 laps, 2 laps maybe actually was enough for you to fight back and get him with a lap to go. So well done to you too.
Thank you very much.
And it is tiring. Just
Yeah,
being so focused for what, an hour and a half. It's mentally and a little bit physically tiring for sure.
COTA especially. It's just so long.
Yeah, and your tires are just taking a beating the entire time, so you're never
And the
really sure.
first sector, try not to get any penalties. It's so
Yeah,
difficult,
Yeah.
that's my
especially when you're
favorite sector
pushing.
though.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun when you nail it.
Yeah,
But yeah, good job on comms.
Thank you. Yeah. I got a lot, I think, from your battles, and there was a lot of other incidents which I'm sure will be talked about on Discord,
Yeah,
especially with
yeah.
the AlphaTaris, so and the
we'll
Rebels.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
Teammates.
Um yeah, oh yeah, they actually hit each other into turn 1,
Mm,
which was very weird. They're teammates. I don't know how that happened, but
no team
um
orders.
no team orders. Any other comments from you guys before the stream ends?
Beer league. Show up on
Nothing.
Friday for beer league.
Yeah, Spirit League. Everyone join. Our numbers are dwindling sometimes. It's not good.
Yes, it's always a great time. That's it.
That's all right.
Yep.
All right. Well, great race to you both. Frick, how do I end the stream?